So we've actually met at a slip and slide party and connected. I remember speaking Spanish in the hallway. We're like, oh, you speak Spanish? Oh, I speak Spanish? Just matched spirits, I think.
Immediately out of high school, I moved up here to North Carolina, right here to the French Broad River, and I started guiding rafts. I was working in ski areas in the wintertime, guiding rafts in the spring, summer, and fall. That had taken me out to Montana for a while. I picked up carpentry, picked up cabinetry, came back here, became a massage therapist, started working in restaurants. Had a lot of opportunity to do a lot of cool stuff. The options that I had available to me, though, were quite limited.
But even at that time, Ayres and I had we'd both traveled the world independently before we had even met. We both loved to travel. We both loved food and wine. We both loved the Spanish language. We had all of these things in common. And so when we were really designing the first few chapters of our life together, what was important to us was time and money, the freedom to travel, the freedom to have adventure. 2005, I was waiting tables. I also had a real job in the environmental sciences industry. I was in the green building world. I was working with architects, builders. I had a real job, 9 to 5. Fast forward, we find Symmetry, and at first I didn't love the idea of going into the life insurance industry. I didn't want Ayres to do it, but he felt like it was one of his best shots at just getting out.
Here I was at 40 years old, no high school diploma, no college degree. I had never worked really in corporate America, no sales experience. What were the options going to be available to me? That's when I fortunately found Symmetry Financial Group. I was able to go out, start making some sales, and more importantly, I was able to start building a team that could replicate and duplicate my own efforts around that.
And it was grit and it was hustle. The ability to put our heads down, take the coaching, when we got knocked down, to get back up, to keep asking what's next? How can I get better? What books should I be reading? And then that's where we started to really fall in love with who are we becoming at Symmetry, not just how our income was growing, but who we were becoming as people. So the first time that I started to really ease into this idea of Ayres getting into the life insurance industry was actually after I had made it to a national conference and seeing how humble that Brandon and Casey and Brian Pope are as individuals, and feeling that they really had, it was a feeling. Once I found out who I was going to be working with, I was able to let go of what we were doing for the moment. I really let go of that, and I said, man, if we're gonna get to do this with these people, we're in. We're in.
We have been able to create an absolutely exceptional life. I look back and it's holy cow, just with the founder here, Casey, he and I, man, we've surfed in Hawaii, we've surfed in Costa Rica, we've surfed in Puerto Rico, we've gone heli skiing in British Columbia. I never thought I was ever gonna go heli skiing. That has been that was a bucket list thing for me. I'm getting to live that version of my life that I didn't think was ever gonna be accessible. I thought I was always gonna be on the shoestring guy, And this is just a side benefit. I didn't see that coming.
At first we're it's going to be a means to an end. We'll do this long enough to be able to have that time and money freedom. And now we genuinely think, man, we're never going to retire from this.
The need for what it is that we do, the desire that we feel for people to take care of the ones that they love the most, that's never going to change.
If you think about what it is that we do here, we protect families, we protect retirement, we protect someone's ability to earn an income, we protect families with, what happens when someone can't work any longer. What is more valuable on the planet right now? What brings more of a peace of mind? And so I think for that, there is an immense amount of security and safety in the life insurance industry. And we are so blessed that we found it when we did, because if we had still been in the restaurant industry, we would have had a very different life this past, 18 months than we have now.